The joys of volume mixing, especially when World of Goo Beginning is really quiet. So I definitely need it louder on my side, because I can't hear it at all. Oh, here it comes. Let's put it like there. That looks like it's a little loud on the, maybe there? That looks okay. Hey! I'm getting my World of Goo audio set up, because you know me, I'm gonna play the fucking World of Goo soundtrack while I do this. I've got my my cover image up right now. What do you think? I think it's pretty good. Anyway, check this out. So I added to the layout, at the bottom there is the scorecard. And it kind of just about fits. I feel like this is a little loud now. Let me turn that down. And it just about fits in this space right here at the bottom. Yeah, I was thinking I could use this little hang on. This little space at the bottom here to fill that in. It's just about big enough I can read it on my other monitor, but hopefully it's a little... basically, on the screen, is that readable at all, or is it too small? I'm thinking if it was full screen to be okay, but on my monitor, because you know, the window makes it smaller, it's a little small. Okay, cool. Obviously you know all the rules already, but to establish the rules... I guess you can tell me if I get them wrong. Basically, there's a series of levels to play. And there's these levels. And each level, I come in and I have to note down how many of each kind of piece that I use. And I only have a certain total of the pieces I can use. So I only get 5 yellow wheels, 5 pink wheels, 2 blue wheels, 10 water rods, and 10 wood rods. But every time I beat a level, I gain more pieces. So like by beating level 1, I gain 1 yellow wheel, 1 pink wheel, 1 water rod, and 2 wood rods. And I don't want to run out of pieces because then I lose. I've only looked at the first level, and that was only briefly to make sure that it was working. I haven't looked at the rest yet. Yep, levels in order. Because you told me not to look at the rest of the levels, so... I was gonna say, I figured it was not... You couldn't, like, oh, I beat this level with 2 yellow wheels and 3 water rods, but I actually need a yellow wheel, so let me go back and fix that. That's not allowed, right? But I will say right now, if I get, like, soft-locked, I will go back, but I will... The only reason I would go back and redo a level is if I'm, like, really soft-locked. I'm not gonna make a plan of doing that. Yeah. I'm really excited for this. I think this will be a lot of fun. So, let's go ahead and get started. I believe I've queued up level 1 already. Oh, when I change tabs to open the level, the display is going to look like this for a second. But I can put it back and then it's fine. Let's take a look. So this is the first level. I did see this one briefly because I just pulled it up to make sure that I had the screen size correct. And I'm thinking that the way to beat it is with your classic little car kind of design with the sticks on it to keep it from... to make it go over the stuff. That was not... that didn't go far enough. Now this is, you know, I don't know how... Oh, is there more? I was gonna say I don't know how much I need to optimize, so I'm gonna try to do a good job and not just be like super wasteful. What's up? The goal area is right here. Yeah, so it needs to raise up at the end. Yeah. Sorry, it should be good. I was hoping that no, you're good. Thanks for making sure. It will like hit this bump here and kind of just get at such an angle that it it shoves it in there, but it does not quite appear to be doing that. And the reason that it is not doing that is I tried to install the patch, and when I did, it told me that I was no longer logged in. Like I didn't have access to user levels anymore. So I don't know what I did wrong. No, not that I wasn't logged in. It told me that, like, when I couldn't log in, basically. So that didn't work, and I don't know why. If it becomes an issue, I'd be happy to try it again with, honestly, with you watching to tell me what the hell I did wrong. If it's an issue, if it becomes an issue, I'd be, you know, I'm kind of thinking I want to get something that works and then try to optimize it. So I'm going to be a little generous with the pieces because like but not finalize the solution yet, you know what I mean? So like just make some junk, get it to work, and then not commit to it until I have optimized it at least a little bit. Okay, cool. Cuz like this is obviously using a ton of pieces. So you know, if I can knock some of them off, that'd be pretty good. I'm not sure if the ball's far enough forward to hit the goal. Yeah, see, not quite. Okay. So because of the angle I've built this at, it's a little hard to move it forward, but I can move this down. I want the bottom piece to be really long so that it clears these gaps, but because I have the little claw on the front, it doesn't, you know, it's supposed to climb over it more so than clear the gaps. So I could probably make that a little, but then, you know, the length of it doesn't really matter in terms of piece count, right? That does beat the level. So now the question is, can I do it better? So first I'm going to try getting rid of one of the sticks on the sides of these things. Okay. I'm going to be here playing with this a little bit. I'm pretty sure the three stick is gonna work. It is having trouble climbing this bump, isn't it? Let me fiddle with the claw a little bit. I would love to not have to have the claw at all, because that would save me 2 sticks. But it definitely, that bump feels like it needs it. Maybe it's a different set of pieces here. Like I could do something like this. Basically, I want to sync up as it hops over with how it is on this piece. Okay, I feel like this is too long now. I feel like I've made it too long. It needs to be shorter. I wonder if it's the case that I could make it... Okay, that's weird. Short enough that it would be... the wheel would be here and here. Because it's kind of getting stuck against this bump. See, that worked perfectly to do not what I wanted. Oh, it's working though. Keep going. Come on, you can do it. I believe. Nice. Okay, so that worked. I'm going to try removing another one of these connecty guys and see if it can get by with just 2. Because I know that with 2 they can get kind of twisted together with each other. Like that. Yeah, I was worried about that. So I'm going to shorten this again and see if it'll fit inside this little alcove. I guess I should have saved the working design now I think about it. It won't be that hard to remake it though. So whatever. Let me, since I don't need it to be on the weird diagonal, let's bring this all down. Move the claw. So I'm currently looking at 9 pieces. I could swap at least one of the water rods for a wood rod in the interest of just, you know, covering all my bases. Because, you know, there's some things that water can do and some things that wood can do. And I don't know which one I'm going to need more of. So I'm kind of thinking I could make the sort of triangular frame out of wood and then the extra bits out of water to use a roughly equal amount of both. It'd be 3 wood to 4 water. Oh, come on, get over there. Come on, you can do it. Up and over the roots, come on. Oh, it doesn't quite want to do it. Let me make it slightly... If I put this further forward, do you think it's going to weigh it down in front and help it get over? Or is it just going to be a mess? I'm hoping that it'll weigh it down in front and help it get over. It's kind of working. I feel like it needs to be a little... No, it's working. It's working. Okay, send it. And up there. Okay, okay. I'm liking that. I do... yeah. I was worried it was stuck, but it was okay. Let me put this here. I do want to do like I mentioned and swap these for wood pieces instead, in the interest of using a sort of similar amount of each rather than like going all in on water. We'll see if that's a good strategy. Can it still clear the... I know wood's heavier, so can it still clear the nub? It's trying to. I could also futz with the back wheel position. I think it's really interesting too, because I keep thinking about how I could like shorten it. Because I'm thinking in terms of like battle bots where you build them by weight. So making the wheelbase shorter would make the robot lighter. So you want to do that. But that's not what we're doing here, because the length of it, you just get 10 rods. You know, the length of each rod doesn't matter. So I have to... It's more about getting as much as possible out of each piece than it is, making something that's just super compact. So I kind of need to keep in mind what I'm trying to optimize, I guess. I feel like that's going to make it over. So like these two, to make the little grabber on the front wheel, are costing me just as much as these two really long ones. Come on, you can get over. I'm going to put the front wheel even further forward and see if that helps it kind of tip. Because it seemed like having more weight in the front kind of helps pull it over. Like I said, I don't know quite how much I need to optimize these, or even like what to optimize for, really. Oh yeah, get over there, come on. Nice. So I'm just going to kind of try to wing it. I do have an out if I get like soft locked, but I'm gonna try not to use it. I really want to do it. I really want to do it legit. So we'll call this IGCD. We're gonna save that. I think I'm happy with this. I do want to try it without both claw pieces, but I don't think this is gonna do anything. But just to see if just the one is enough to kind of, bump it over. But I think it's going to do nothing. It would appear that it does do nothing. So I'm thinking maybe this is not the play so much. So let me put the other piece back on. This is going to spin 3 wood, 4 blue, and 2 yellow wheels. What do I get from this one? I get 1 of each flavor wheel, 1 water, 2 sticks. Okay, that's not bad. I think that's fine. I'm also not sure how hard you've made the level, so I'm not sure how long this is gonna run for, but we'll send it. All right, so let me publish that. That's a good solution. So that was, I said it was 2 of... I feel like I could have done that with 1 yellow wheel. I feel like I didn't... But I don't know. I didn't want to climb the hump with both, so we'll send it. 4 blues. 3 woods. I'm making sure I get all the numbers right. 4, 3, 2, none of those 2, and yeah. Okay, excellent. So I've got all the tabs up here just sort of in a row. And put that back up. Oh, I remember playing this one. So I was able to do this with a triangle car. I remember that. I wonder if I can do better than that. Because I did something like this. I think that's going to be too big. Which kind of stick do I have more of? 7 water and 9 wood, so I should use the extra one should be wood. Shoop, shoop. I think that's too big, but it might work. Ooh, trying. Nice. Thank you. I like the ones like this with the flippity triangle. It did not quite work at the end though. It it kind of trolled me. Let's smoosh this together just a little bit. And I do have another thing I want to try, but I don't think it's going to do much of anything. Or I do, but I think it's a bad idea. Okay, yeah, so see, the problem is that very last flip, it's too efficient at falling down the stairs. And it doesn't reach the goal. If I make this one longer? Come on, get down there. Nope. Okay, I made that a little too long. Let's do that and make these closer. I feel like I gotta get just the right shape on this, and then it'll just kind of swing itself in. Okay, that was just the wrong shape is what I've managed to build there. Alright, come on. Nope. I was curious if this design would work without that stick. Not like that, it doesn't. And just have these two kind of flop? I don't know if that'll work. Ooh. Okay, it tried. It fell apart at the end. Yeah, I'm having trouble with the very last flip. I'm wondering if there's a way I could have the wheel on the other side. This is kind of clean though. Oh, that was really, I like that. I feel like that was really good. If I just fix the final little flip there. Alright, it should get a little bit of a run up. I'm happy with that. I'm really happy with that one. I want to see that again, because I like it so much. I like what a mess it is, too, because it's like just one of each of a whole bunch of different parts. So let me update the scoreboard. Actually, if I start it playing and then go to the scoreboard, I can update it while it plays and get a little movie. So 1 yellow, 1 pink, 1 blue rod, and 1 brown rod. And solved it. Sick. Okay, so that takes us to level 3. By the way, again, thank you for putting this together for me. I really appreciate it. Okay, so immediately I see... What kind of wheel do I have more of? Let's put this back up. I've got more pink wheels by 1. So what I'm seeing is I need to do something like this. Like 1 wheel up here. And 1 down here. And we'll like sort of knock the big guy off the top. Oh, am I doing something wrong? Is this the wrong level? I might have queued them in the wrong order. Oh, I know what was wrong. I didn't publish this one. There we go. Yeah, if something seems wrong, let me know. I'll try to fix it live. In the meantime, I'm gonna start throwing this together. I'm thinking that if I do this, that'll bring the big guy down. But I gotta do it carefully because then it comes back up and blocks it. This song's loud. See, if it were kind of like, so if I do this and it stays like that, actually that was pretty good. I feel like something like this could solve it if I just kind of get the distances just right. Although the way that this rotates off of that is maybe not gonna quite line up. I could do something like that, but that does use an extra piece. Also, it doesn't work, so there's two problems with the idea. Okay, I mean that was pretty cool. Let me think if I can do any better than that, because that's a 5-piece solution. And I feel like a 4 is not impossible here. I'm going to save that as 5. First of all, this blue rod doesn't do anything because it just hits the wood, right? So there we go. That's a 4. I kind of feel like that is really good. Like, I don't think I'm going to do better than that. It would just be a matter of if I like wanted to switch pieces out for something, and that doesn't really do... I have the least of the blue wheels anyway, so that doesn't really do a lot for me. I think I'm committing to that. So, okay, the costs there are 2 of the pink wheels, 1 of the brown, 1 of the blue. Thank you. Have I done everything pretty much right so far? Not so much like right in terms of solving the puzzles right, but just in terms of like running things. I've got the am I doing it right? Also, I got a shit ton of blue wheels at some point. I thought I only had 2 of those. Ah, this one gave me 8. Okay, sick. I didn't notice, but yeah, but when I put in this one, this gives me a shit ton of the blue wheels. Awesome. So, we now go to level 4. Ooh. Okay, definitely a bit trickier than the previous. Also, once again, I forgot something important. Bam. Gotta publish that. Now, open that. Pull this back up. Everything looks good. Let me change this to yup. I want them all to be different. Okay. How to beat this? There was one like this that was a daily level a while ago, but instead of being like it was like a gigantic piece, you know? That was like that. And it's like crushing them. And that level was pretty neat because my solution involved making like this giant, I don't know, weird conveyor belt monster that picked up the whole piece and threw it over the side. And everyone else came in with a little like grabby arm thing and just kind of picked it up, pulled the ball out, put it back down. Yeah, actually that'd be really cool. I could definitely run through and see what, because I'm sure that mine have not been like optimal, right? But I'm definitely, I'm like I said, I'm trying to do like a good job. Like with the first level, you know, like I had a solve and I was able to trim 2 of the rods off of it and also, you know, swap around some of the rod types. Or like with the one we just did, I had the sort of extra piece that just didn't do anything. So yeah, get rid of that. But I don't want to be stuck for like forever trying to just whittle away like one piece. Also, is my stream tagged Dr. Jenkins like 5 times? Because it allowed me to put the same tag on it multiple times, so I did. Did that work, or is it just smoosh them all into one Dr. Jenkins tag? One thing I could see... Hey, welcome! I've beaten a first couple levels, and so I've got my parts down here at the bottom, and I'm working on this one now. I'm trying to formulate some ideas. One thing I'm thinking, and I don't know that this is a good idea, but one thing I'm thinking is have like, I'll just kind of sketch it out. A platform here that's gonna fall, and like put a little car over here that then just pushes everything over into the goal. I don't think this will work in this particular configuration. And there's also the problem of this piece would be in the way of the dynamics. So I'm not convinced that's a great idea necessarily. The sort of classic way I like to go grab pieces is to make something like this. Also, yeah, howdy. Thank you again for coming by. Is sort of make something like this, but that's just gonna grab the orange piece. I need like a second one to go by, or some way to get rid of the orange, like get the orange one out of the way, you know. Like if I could have it like go up and... This is obviously going to use a ton of pieces, so we're not committing to this yet, but if I could have it like go up and over some roots. Okay, so that kind of fell apart, but it also kind of worked. What if I make this shallower? I don't really know what that's going to achieve, but you know. Okay, it achieves nothing. That's very good. I could put like a big triangle out of water here, with the idea being that we would grab the orange, bring it up this, and then sort of slide under it. I feel like this is a really expensive way to do this, though. I'm not in love with that I'm using like 100... I don't even know if I have this many water rods to use. This is just brainstorming. Also, that's too close, so we'll do like that. So there was an idea there. It doesn't work at all, but you see the concept. This can come forward a little, and we can make that bigger. That kind of worked a little bit. How many pieces do I even have? Let's see. I've got 8 water rods left, and this uses more than 8. So already, I'm not convinced by this design. I'll say that much. I think it's going to need some work before we can commit to it. Also, I'm not sure how this even grabs the red ball, like at the end of the day anyway. It could. Really, what I wanted to do is like get rid of the orange but kind of go under it. So maybe something more like this. Like if I can get the top of the pyramid just right to where it'll drop the orange, but like drop the orange with enough momentum to get it over the pyramid, basically. Okay, like this. This is what I was wanting. Look at that. Let's go. All right, so I'm very, very happy with that. So let me save it. But I think I can twiddle a few things to use less pieces. Thank you. I'm kind of surprised that worked, but I'm happy with it. So one thing that I see that I could do, I have 12 wood rods and only 8 water. So I would like to make more of these out of... Yeah, here, let's do it again. I would like to make more parts of this out of wood so that I don't use all my water all at the same time. Obviously the pyramid needs to be wood so it works with the getting the orange out of the way, but I think I can make the car wood. Thank you. I got lucky because I tried making that weird... That's why I did the brainstorming round, right? Because I tried making the weird thing where the extra wheel was going to kind of chuck the orange out of the way. It's like, what if we just didn't do that? What if it just worked? So I got a little bit lucky that to find. I feel like that the top one of the car being wood constrains the car design a little bit, but it's workable, I think. Ooh, okay, so we've encountered a problem. My pyramid is now so short that the car can't fit under it to let the orange go by. What if I make this really long? I don't know why that would help, but what if we do that? Indeed, that did not help. Right, up and over. Nope. Little less. I can probably make the car a little shorter too. So that... because I want to get it just at the right height there to clear. Not quite. Because it needs to clear and drop the dynamic at the same time. Ooh. Yes, just like that. Now, is it able to pick the wheel up? It does. Is it too long and going to fall off the edge? No. Okay, that's really good. I'm going to save that as AA. One last thing I'd like to try is I have 4 of the yellow wheels and 11 of the unpowered ones. So I'm betting I could get away with an unpowered in some capacity. But obviously it would take a little bit of doing to make that work. Ah, okay, so I'm thinking maybe I can't do this because the only power this gets is from the guys holding onto the orange. And like it needs the extra yellow to sort of pull it in the other direction. Potentially. One other thought is replacing the front bottom wheel with a blue instead of a pink. And then putting the yellow back on the other side. Yeah, I think if that's going to clear... Thank you! I think if that's going to clear the pyramid, we need to have the extra thing pulling it away. Let me just... oh, I see. So the reason that doesn't work is because it just drives to the right. What about... I don't think this will work. I don't think it'll grab the ball right. Yeah, it just pushes it. Yeah, it does. So I think AA here is going to be the best I come up with. I do really like this. I think this is really cool. So I'm okay with that. But I am spending a lot of my powered pieces. So let me think if there's anything else I can see immediately that would... There's no way that getting rid of that rod works, right? Like that's not gonna work. Okay, that didn't quite fail in the way I thought it would, but it did not work. Yeah, it's like they both need to hold on to the orange, because what I'm doing now... Because the bottom one lets go of it is the problem. And I need it to not let go of it, because otherwise when it climbs the wall, it doesn't work. That's too steep. What about like this? Okay, hang on. No, I was thinking if it now comes back, it would be able to pick this up, but no, it can't come back because this guy's in the way. I feel like there's something to this idea, but I feel like I'm not gonna figure it out. You know what I mean? I think given infinite time, infinite monkeys, infinite typewriters, something like this probably could work eventually. I'm not convinced I'm going to be the one to figure it out, though. Especially not... Like, because I don't want to spend too long on any particular level. Because then that'd be boring. Making that shorter kind of helped. What if I make it really short? Okay, grab it up and over? No. Less steep? Ooh! Look at that. I did solve... Well, okay, assuming that this part works. Get it? Let's go. Alright. I'm going with that. That's what we're sending. Impossible game challenges daily. Save that. Thank you. I was just about ready to give up on that, but it's like, you know, it was close enough to work, and I felt like it was worth playing with. While that plays, let me mark down my score here. So I used on that level 2 wood. I used 3 water. I used 2 pink wheels, and I used 1 yellow wheel. Alright. I'm happy with that. It is going to come down to the last level, and the only piece I'll have to use is like unconnected blue wheels. And I'll just make a pile of wheels that doesn't do anything. Alright. Next one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right here. Fair enough. Pop back over here to put the grid back on. Okay, this is a 3-ball Andy kind of level. Interesting. So immediately, my first thought is to do something. I'm going to kind of sketch it out again. Something like this. Now, I do notice that the goal zone is raised off the floor, which is an additional complication to my evil plan. But, you know, you make this, and then it goes here, and then catches the balls. Now, you know, 2 problems with this idea is that it would actually kind of stop here, based on how I've got the wheels placed. And I think that this one's probably going to have enough... How much speed does this top one come off of the... Because it rolls a while, so I bet it doesn't... Yeah, so it misses the first one. It really misses the second one. Okay. If I move this over, though, it might be able to catch them. I was kind of thinking about trying to use this top piece to sort of brace it against the top piece. It did catch all 3. That's something. Let me try... Okay, so I still have more wood than I have water. Let me try swapping the back for water. Or for wood, rather. Now, I don't know if this will help or hurt, because the wood's going to be heavier, so it won't tip as much when the balls land, but it also won't stick out as far. So we'll see if that's better, worse, or about the same. It still catches the top one, that's good. Now, the other thing is, of course, that the goal is raised up in the air. So I could make a little platform, like a little ramp to get on it, platform, a wall at the back. This is gonna be way too expensive. I'm just sort of spitballing ideas. That'll work, sure. I feel like I can definitely do the platform cheaper. Okay, that does win though. That's good. So, how can I save pieces on this mess? Probably doesn't need that. Let's move it over a little bit so that it kind of lands in the right place. What else? Because I think it does needs the ramp. Needs this top thing. What are my totals looking like right now? Because I've got, let's see. I will check that in a second. I don't want to lose my my progress on this one. I have 6 yellows. I'm not going to use any yellows. Okay, I will not watch that. I promise. I will not. I've got 4 pinks. This would take me down to 3 pinks. I feel like a pink is mandatory here, so I'm okay with that. 11 unpowered wheels. Could I... That's a stupid idea, but I wonder if I could support the stand with unpowered wheels instead of with the blue rods. And just have it sit on top of some wheels. Let's see. I have 9 water rods, so I could make this thing. Would it use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? It'd use half my supply. Even more because of this one over here. And I have 12 wood, so spending 5 is okay, but seems a little expensive. Let me save this as A. Okay, so first is the stupid idea. Can I like just balance it on some of these? Oh, there they go. If I use 1 extra rod like this, I can make sure they don't rotate. Or they still do. It'd be 2 rods, right? Like that. That'll make sure they don't spin. Nice. Yeah, I've got all my tabs set up in a row so I can just click on them and open each level. And that's why the little display at the bottom kind of wigs out whenever I open a new level, is because I'm going through the different tabs. This is a stupid idea, but I really want to get this to work. You move over so I have more room. You go there. And ideally I want this to work in a way that's actually worth doing and not worse than just using rods. But I really want to get this to work. I could connect that like this so it can't spin. Now it goes all weird. Obviously the problem is because this big triangle guy needs to get out under it. What if I just do that? If I just do that, then the car just carries it away, so that's no good. That was a little bit close to working. I guess this could be more like this. Extend that. Move you down. Yeah, the car really pulls the wheel. Is this anything? Obviously this is not going to solve. But like, is this anything at all? You know what I mean? They do clear it. That's good. If that was significantly further forwards... Okay, that makes it roll off the edge, so that's not great. I could put a wheel on it. Now that just makes it roll. I could do like this, but then I might as well just have a support at that point. The wheel's not helping me. So I'm not in love with that. Any chance something like that would do it? No. I think it's got to be at least 4. Just move that forward a little bit. And that back. And up a little. I think this is just back to where I started with spending a lot of blues. Which again, not exactly in love with. That does solve. How can I use... Because I've got 11 of these things. How could... Surely I can use some of these wheels to help me in some way. Right? Surely that's possible. I see how I could potentially replace a blue with a wheel. Would be like this. Is that anything? Now it sticks to the car. You see the idea here. And again, it's a stupid idea. Okay, what if both edges were supported like that? Is that anything? So connect those to that. 1, 2. And then the little piece. It doesn't quite want to slide off the car quite so easily, does it? Make this a little steeper, maybe? Yeah, this is it doesn't quite want to slide off the car. Ooh, I could build at an angle. Like here. Ooh, but if I do that, then the back is going to be at the wrong spot. Unless the car pulls it forward. If I can get kind of everything to just sort of fall into place, we might have something. Okay, how will this do anything? Because I have replaced 2 of the water rods I was using with wheels if they'll all stay in the goal. Okay, this is just enough room to fit all 3, but it's too far back. Can I get it further forwards? That looks decent. That looks decent. Okay, don't push it too far back as the wheels hit. Ooh, that time it didn't have enough, the wheel didn't have enough juice to make it up the ramp. Let's make the ramp longer, maybe? That's too long, doesn't work anymore. Move that over. I think now it's too far back again. Okay, first one cleared. Second one cleared. Okay, okay, that's solved. I'm going to save that as AA. Awesome. Am I happy with this? This spins 5 wood rods. Thank you. I knew there was a way to support this stupid thing with the blue wheels. I just had to figure it out, you know? This would spin 5 woods, 1, 2, 3, 4 blues, and then 2 blue wheels. 5 woods, 4 waters. I have 12 and 9. That's not bad. I'm curious if I can get rid of this bar. Thank you. No, that makes that one... Well, okay, hang on. Because if I can get this one to roll into place so that the support is straight up, we're still good, and I've saved an extra piece. And it might work. This might work. Hey, hey, check that out. Saved another one. Saving that as AAA. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, am I happy with this? Or do I think I can go even further beyond this? Because I'm kind of thinking this might be the limit of what I have in me. I wonder if it needs... Actually, the ball never hits this piece. The wheel hits it and it keeps it from spinning. But none of the wheels, none of the goal pieces ever get this far because the first die loses so much speed. So I'm thinking maybe I don't need... Yeah, exactly. They don't reach. Yeah, I don't think I need that last die. Unless, right there, where it pops against the floor. Unless it needs that. Right, because it stops the blue wheel from rolling off this way, but it doesn't stop any of the goal pieces. So let's get rid of it. Okay, now it's rolled a little too far that way. And see if I can make it... See if I can make it just kind of line up where I want it anyway, you know what I mean? I could also do something like put a single guy there to kind of try to stop it. And that would at least not use, you know, quite so many. But you would think that I could get this to where... Okay, that looks pretty promising. That's pretty much stopped right where I want it. Now the question is if the red is going to still do the same kind of thing. No, now the red has more speed and it just rolls right over. But number 2 stops. I feel like if I just move pieces around at random a little bit, we might we might get somewhere. That's kind of where I'm at now, is maybe just start moving stuff at random and see what happens. Yeah, that was still too much juice on the first guy. I wonder if I connect this to something else. What happens now? Ooh, that's interesting. That's not great because it's now sloped so that the balls roll out of the goal. So that's not great, but the roll it got there was interesting. Also, if guy number 1 was as slow as guy number 2 there, we would have had it. Let me connect other parts of this one to this one. Okay, that's just made a mess. That's not going to do anything. What about that? That made a mess. It looked really good for a second and then made a mess, so... Like, that looks like it's going to work, and it just keeps rolling a little bit too far. And then it doesn't work. What about the top of this one to the left of that one? If they can clear that hump, that's perfect. I'm not convinced they'll have enough juice to make it. Guy number 1? Oh, guy number 1 went too far. You see the idea, though. I think this might be something. It's like the balls need to come at it at just the right kind of speed to where they don't clear the second dude. That's perfect that the first one slowed down that much. Oh, but number 2 didn't have enough. Sup? You see the concept here. It just didn't quite work. Yeah. I'm now locked into this design, and we're going to spend the next 3 hours just kind of moving pieces at random on this one until it works. That was too fast. It's going to clear. It's almost like I want to make the entrance, like, worse, so that they lose more speed. That's going to be that's a little bit too much worse, I think. That could do it. If they hit this just right, that could do it. No, that was way too fast. I could also, you know, in theory, mess with my cart and make like the angle, you know, make a different angle for it to try to tweak how they come into it. But starting to do that, I feel like would get just sort of too weird. Where like everything kind of is affecting everything else, you know? Although we're already in that situation a little bit, since the speeds the balls come down at are you know, they're kind of not consistent. I definitely think this is doable with this design. I think in some universe, this design can solve this level, and it's just a matter of finding that universe. Shoot. What do you guys think? I think that's going to be a bit too steep there for the ball to make it over. Oh, first one did, but it collapsed the bridge, so that's maybe not super useful. Okay, if that doesn't collapse the bridge, I think it will. If it doesn't, that could be really good. Because the first one's going to lose a ton of speed. No, it did collapse, and it was still going too fast anyway. It's interesting that the first one is coming so much faster than the second one. That's pretty good. I'm gonna actually, I said I wasn't going to, I'm gonna tweak this car ever so slightly. If I can make the first one, yeah, like I think we're in a universe where this design works eventually. And it's just a matter of getting the exact like specifics like just right. I think that this needs to be that tall in order to catch that guy. I could make the slope more steep or less steep. I think too much less steep and it's going to just fall off the edge when the ball lands. So I think this is not going to work. Yeah, see, there it goes. So let's pull this back out. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking is if I can get, because they're coming in too hot, right? So first one, second one, and then the thing is the third one hits almost the very top of the ramp. So horizontal ways, I can't make it much shorter, you know? I can try this. Oh, true, yeah, that's also a good point. And I was futzing with that. This stick right here. If I make it way short, what happens? Alright, that doesn't work. If I make it way long, what happens? Okay, that's interesting. Let's see what this does.
Rejuvenation.
There's the red ball, first one.
Revitalization.
There's a bridge collapse, but there's a concept.
Incorporation.
Yeah, exactly. Is that's not like quite it. It's kind of interesting that everything's now pegged to the top. Out of curiosity, I wonder if I do something like this. No, that doesn't work at all. My thought was, what if... could I have it so that the ball rotates such that the path is up a bit of the ball and then over? But I think it's not going to quite rotate that way. So the way that makes the most sense is have the wood bits all together so they don't get in each other's way. Right, exactly. As it tries to rotate, as it rotates, the woods are going to hit each other. That's perhaps a little bit steep there for it to try to climb up. That's perhaps very steep. Ooh, that's not bad. The back end sticks too far out though. Yeah, it's way too. It's too good at letting the balls on that time. It's a right like this stupid design is going to work. It's close enough that I'm absolutely certain that it's going to work in some way. It's just a matter of like finding exactly what it needs. That was pretty good. We gotta, if the first ball will slow down enough, it can work as the stopper for the other two. So I just need the first one to be going really slow and like get in the way of guy number 2, basically. That made it faster. Yeah, exactly. Whenever I get to this stage of a design in this game, where it's like I'm certain that it will work eventually, it's like, well, now I have to, now I'm committed, right? Now I have to get it. Decrease the ramp. Yeah, let's try it. Or do you mean the one on the pink wheel? That definitely did slow it down. I'm getting a good roll from it when I kind of have it point straight down like that to start. So that's interesting. Oh, like, okay, yeah. Darn, I was hoping that having the wheel in the way would slow that down enough, but not quite. I could make this a little bit shallower. I think too much shallower, and it won't be able to catch the top one anymore. But I can make it a little shallower. That was still a little... It still catches the top one. Right? Like we keep coming up with ones that are like... That could work. And then it like doesn't quite, but it's gonna. It's definitely gonna. I think that's not gonna work because there's nowhere for them to stop, but we'll run it anyway just to see. Yeah, that's way too efficient. I can make that a little shallower as well. This is kind of a good fall for how this is landed if this, matches. Little too much pepper. Second guy's a little slow. So just like there. Yeah, it's really getting there. It's just a matter of knowing which angle to kind of move at random until it works, right? Like just which joint to go through with. Weirdly, moving that down made it... The second one did clear, so that's interesting. That's not going to work. Nope. How about there? Okay, so again, we're in another situation where if the first ball is going really slowly, this will work. It did not. just out of curiosity, and I don't think this is going to go anywhere, get rid of those and then swap them. I don't think this is going to do anything. Also, the bridge is now like completely... You go up there. You go up and over the roots. There you go. Just to see what this does as a catcher. I don't think this is going to do a whole lot. I mean, they definitely come out slower from this. That might almost be too slow, but maybe it'd work. How do I get this over there, though? That kind of, sort of, was close to what I wanted it to do. If this doesn't work, I'll reload the previous and play with that some more. Okay. I feel like that's almost perfect for if this design's going to work. I think this is like the best shot it has. Okay, the wheel's just in the way a little bit. Can I fix the roll just slightly? No, I made it roll more, so pull it back this way. No, that's too much. Come on, get down there. Right, like I feel like this is almost something. I'm not sure that they're actually getting enough juice off of this ramp to make it up that height at all. It's hard to tell. But like, even if the wheel wasn't in the way, I'm not sure that they're getting enough speed off the ramp to clear it. And then obviously the wheel is in the way, so we have that as an additional complication. Ooh, that's pretty clean. The back wheel's a little too far away though. Yep, I'm gonna reload the previous. This one. Get rid of those. We're back here. I feel like this ramp is the better bet. Even though like it's a little bit too much. Wouldn't that have been something if it had worked perfectly just after I just delete the one piece from the save? Right? Like, that was pretty good already. That is too low to count as in the goal, right? Yes. It's close enough that I'm absolutely certain we can get this thing to work. I would love it if I could have the I wonder if I should put the... If I put the blue wheels closer together, then the red could rest against the blue and like still be in the goal? Like this? So like if the first red stops here, the second red stops here, and then the third one rolls up, maybe that would work. Yeah, you stop right there. And then you stay there. Am I a genius or what? It only took an hour. Let's see that one again, because that was kind of sick. I kind of really like that. Thank you. It took that new perspective of what if the wheel rested against the blue. I'm definitely happy with this one. We're sending that. So, the costs are gonna be, I used 4 wood rods, I used 2 blue rods, I used 2 blue wheels, and 1 pink wheel. Is that right? 1, 2, 2, 4. 1 pink, 2 blue rods, 4 wood rods, 2 blue wheels. Awesome. This one gets a Yahoo. Okay. So... Oh, let me publish that. There you go. Oh, and this one too. This one was pretty cool. Okay. Next order of business is level 6. That's this one. Ooh. Ooh, okay. That's quite a bit more than the immediate thought is send like this kind of thing down there. It grabs the ball. A weight falls off of this side, pulling this up the Z, and then I put a little ramp in here that the ball will go up and then roll down that. Wabamo. That sounds expensive though. What pieces do I have? I've got 6 yellows, 3 pinks, 10 unpowered wheels, 9 waters, 10 browns. I could make a giant weight out of unpowered wheels. I do need to go to the bathroom. Give me just a second. I'll be right back. I have returned, and I do not have any better ideas on this particular level. Yet. Yeah, so if I was just doing this just to do it, let's see. Because I feel like that's been a fairly successful approach, is... You know, start with like a very unoptimized design, and then just try to figure out how to make it optimized. I don't think this one's going to go anywhere anytime soon. Because I only have 3 yellows. I don't think that'll be enough to power the arm. But I'm just curious if I could even get an arm around behind the wheel. Doesn't look like it. Let's get rid of that. I could send a car down, though. Like, if I were to... Like this... Like this. Basically, I'm thinking 3-step plan is get something behind the wheel, pull it over, put the wheel in the goal. That's kind of my concept. I have knocked the wheel out of the universe. Successful. So what do I do from here? I'm assuming this kind of thing, that the slope is too steep for this to work. But I feel like we might as well check it. Also, it would help if it stayed on the little platform. It would help if it stayed on the little platform. Stay on the platform. There you go. Okay, so that didn't work for a variety of reasons. Yeah, I noticed that. Was the one round you got like 10 unpowered wheels. So that's why on that last one I was fighting so hard to use the unpowered wheels. It's like, I gotta make these dang things useful, right? I would love it if this would not fall over as it drives down that little slope. Okay, well, it didn't fall over, but it also didn't drive down the slope that time. You know, in theory, if I had a big-ass chain on the back end, it wouldn't do that. So, this doesn't work at all, it turns out, as expected. It's not even like trying to grab it, it just carries on. It doesn't care. Whoop, whoop. I'm doing that to... I think I've used more water rods already than I even have, so... You know, this is not necessarily going to be final in any capacity. Can I just send down this? Not quite. Can I extend you so that you go further? Okay, that kind of worked. If I can do that, but time it such that right when the wheel goes behind, I yank it on the other side, maybe that's something? I don't have a lot of pieces to make a weight with, though. I do have a very tall build area. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess really this should be connected to this, but... Oh, see, because the thing is, this needs to pop up in the air, doesn't it? So it almost needs to be like that. Oh, but then this isn't heavy enough to do it. Why does it do that? Get down there, come on. Nope. What about this? Nope. I want that to be like... Ooh, what if you're a what if this one's diagonal? Is that anything? Knock that out. Move that as far over as it goes. So I can make this longer. Connect that to there. No, it just doesn't have... the one wheel's not enough, not heavy enough to... What about if I add another wheel? Well, now it's heavier. Switch them. That one's the powered, this is the unpowered. You haven't missed much, I've just made this mess. It's doing alright. So, the theory is I'm going to send this down, get it behind the ball, and then the weight drops and it's going to yank the ball up the hill. There's a number of problems with the idea. In fact, most of the idea is problems at this point. Okay, like if the yellow had been past the ball when it did that, that would have worked. Oh, and then I also need to make something to roll the ball in. I'm using 5 browns for the weight there. Hey, that was kind of something. And of course I'm using a bunch of blues as well, so it's... If I do solve it with this way, I'm not going to have a lot of pieces left for the last level. But I kind of like it. You know what I mean? And this extra blue wheel is on here to be more weight, because it doesn't quite want to make it. But if I add the extra blue, then this part of the arm is heavier, and it will actually it'll drop down to the other side. So that's the thought on why there's just a blue wheel there. Okay, yeah, grab it, and nope, it chucked it off the edge. If I made this fall faster, though, it wouldn't have time to fall off the edge. There, go. That needs to fall even faster than that. Oh, and I also still need a ramp to get the ball into the goal anyway. Also, that goes like straight up. That's not helpful. What about like this? Ooh. If that was faster, there was potential. Get rid of that. Up and over the roots. Over. Slam that together. Okay, send it. I don't think making this longer is helping. In fact, I think it's making it worse. What if I make this longer? Ooh, that's kind of an interesting thing it's done. It didn't stay along the ground though. That's the thing, is I need it to, when it unfolds, it needs to stay sort of along the ground to pull the wheel with it. That was kind of cool. It didn't work, but it was kind of cool. That one really didn't work. Does that one need to be powered? I don't think this will do much of anything. Yeah, that just knocks it off the edge. Didn't mean to get rid of that. What about just like a stick there? Just out of curiosity. Can we just grab it? No, because the stick's not heavy enough. Gotcha. So I'm thinking the yellow's the way to go. And then it's a matter of timing and getting the length just right. And also, you know, not wasting 100,000 pieces, but we'll get to that later. Nope. Just move that. Does this need to be like way shorter, maybe? Because this kind of looks good. I didn't throw it hard enough, though. I kind of like when it gets stuck in between, but then it doesn't quite follow the right path as it falls. That was better. If I make this too tall, it doesn't really want to extend on this side is the problem. Because now it's, you know, it'd be too heavy. Okay, this is not gonna work. You get back over there. I think the yellow needs to be on this so that it falls this way. Go down, get it. Get it. Nope. This is too tall. Get down there, come on. See, that was okay, obviously it didn't grab the ball, but that was a perfect launch. That's exactly how I want it to launch, is just right along the floor. So it's like I need to combine the two now. Okay, that hit it just enough to knock the ball off the edge, so we don't want that. That was decent, but then it falls over. And it goes way up and over anyway, so whatever. Extend that, destend that. And drop that. What if you go over there? No, we learned this, that this one needs to be on this side so that it swings forward and grabs the ball. So move you up. We're back in I move parts at random until it works. We're back in that territory. I don't really want it going quite that far to where it has the yellow dangle off the edge, because then it's able to propel the ball off into nowhere. So ideally it doesn't, ideally it doesn't do that either. That's right, yes, this is number 6, so there's this and one more. So I'm also a little concerned about how hard the final level might be, and you know how many pieces I might need for that. Which is why the weight is only 5, and you know I'm gonna spend some time. I've been having a decent amount of success with the strategy of get a solution that works and then optimize it. So I'm trying, you know, obviously I'm just trying to get something to work at the moment, but then I'll see if I can, you know, get rid of anything or you know, swap one of the browns for like a wheel or something. Hey, fair enough, it'll be a surprise. So that was good in that the yellow made it to the right place, but it was bad in that it didn't grab the ball. This looks like a really good setup. That was pretty good. It just didn't have quite enough juice to pull it. This one is definitely It's pretty tricky, but in like a way where it's like I can definitely do it. It's just a matter of doing it well, you know? Which I guess is kind of the point of the whole competition. Really? On the spreadsheet at here, I'm on level 6 right here, and then there's this one here. Okay, cool. I'm down for bonus. I will give that. I'll give that my best as well. Let's see. Grab that. So that doesn't work. Move this up a little. Stay right there. Nope, not that far. Just move that down. I want to get as much value out of these 5 rods as I can. Yeah, I'm on board. And that's a little too far, so we'll smooth that back a bit. Now it doesn't go anywhere. It's real tricky getting this thing to unfold at just the right length. Because like when it does unfold, then this long one starts coming up on the other side and lets it like really unfold. And we don't really want that. Like I want it to just unfold a little bit. So I kind of want this to be higher so that it can't unfold quite so much. I assume something like this is just not going to work. Ooh, come on. Come on. That was pretty sick. Check that out. I'm saving that as pretty sick. So yeah, it grabbed it just right, which is what I've been trying to do this whole time is kind of get it to grab it at just the right angle and just kind of pull it with it as it comes back. There is also the matter of... Okay, so I adjusted it by like 2 pixels. Now it doesn't work at all. Yeah, that's exactly is it's real close. I'm having trouble getting the weight to go as fast as I would like it to. Because this thing gets in position before the weight falls. And I think it's because it's sort of pushing against this rod. But I have the weight positioned like this so that it's as long as possible to get the most use out of the rods I put into it, you know? That's kind of a good throw, but the other wheel's getting in the way now. So I wonder if I can just tweak that slightly and give it just a little bit more room between the yellow and the blue wheel. Come on. Oh, again, that was pretty good. Not as sick as the other one, but it is kicking it up the slope. Oh, I bet there are some absolute like banger solutions to all of these. Ooh, we're getting something. It's kind of cooking. But yeah, I bet there's some real banger solves to all of these. That was really good, and then it kind of hit the yellow and lost its momentum. But that was pretty good. I'm gonna keep just sort of moving the blue just by a little bit at a time. See if I can get anything to start cooking. If not, we can always reload that pretty sick one. And it's over. Up and over the roots successfully. Now I do need a ramp to catch it. Also true. Now putting the ramp in did, it did break the solution. So that's not. It could be better. That it's so fiddly that adding a ramp breaks it. let me save it like this, and then we'll add the ramp. So we're calling this one up and over. Roots. So the question is how to ramp. I feel like the ramp needs to be fairly tall to actually catch it. Exactly, yeah, the as I drop this it slides against the weight, so it's changing it very, very, very slightly. but the design's so interconnected that's enough to break it. Or it's so interconnected and so fiddly that's enough to break it just from that. We were seeing that a bit in the last one too, where the way that my car worked, it touched the platform as it unfolded, which meant that the platform would land differently based on the car and vice versa. So I'm gonna just try to twiddle with this until we get, because I know that this weight can give me enough juice to pull the ball up the slope. So I'm gonna try to get this one to do it and see if I can just sort of, you know, just sort of make it work anyway. The yellow wheel doesn't quite want to grab the ball anymore, I'm noticing. That time this like fell off the edge. That was interesting. Why is it doing that? Oh, because of the way the yellow lands. Like, we don't want that. Go up here. Come on, get it. Nope, and it broke the ramp. Yes, yes, get it. No. Okay, it has grabbed it. That was a terrible throw, though. That time it didn't grab it. I think it's workable. And then the question is going to be, how much do I want to try to optimize? That was a... It did not touch the ball at all on this throw. That's also why I wanted the chain to be entirely water, was so because the chain would actually, I guess this, no, because this part of the chain would clip through the weight, wouldn't it? Yeah, once again, we've gotten to the point where it's been close enough to working that I'm very confident that with this set of parts, it will work, and it's a matter of moving things into the right pixel location to where they happen to all line up, basically. So now we just have to sit through me doing that and moving all the things into the right pixel location so it all lines up, you know? Yeah, get over there, get over there. Okay, we almost got the ball up, and then we just annihilated the ramp, so that's, you know, that's interesting. I feel like having the ramp get in the way of the swing is not, maybe not great. That, no, it doesn't work because then this falls off the edge, which we don't want it to do. Yeah, if that falls off, then it's kind of over. Because it's not, this isn't heavy enough to lift against that. Okay, you go back over there. Last shot at having the really tall ramp. Okay, I think the really tall ramp not going to work. So shorten that back down. Just move that over. Up and over roots this one. Up. Down. Grab it, come on. Okay, it didn't grab it, it just kind of poked it. That grabbed it. I think it's going to go over the edge. Yeah. You're right. You're absolutely right. Hang on, we can do that. I haven't given myself room to. I can put one here. That has not helped. But let's try it here. I was actually genuinely thinking that I could maybe replace some of the weight with an unpowered wheel. You know, something like this. To save some wood pieces and swap them for unpowered wheels instead. So, you know, maybe there's something to that. Wheel maxing, right? Ooh, okay, actually that kind of looked pretty good. Might be onto something with the wheel strat. That was pretty good. Is there anywhere else I could easily add a wheel? Because the problem is that most of my bits of chain are just right up against the edge. Oh, hang on. Here's a bad idea. This one's really tight, isn't it? Bam, put a wheel there. That's going to not work with the ramp at all. Okay, that didn't help. Let's maybe get rid of that one. Re-extend that back down. Extend you back up. Not a fan. Okay, it's got the grab. If I can get enough power in the... Yeah, something like... I could see how something like this actually would help, because it'd help the weight roll off faster. That was a little too good. Let's watch that one back. That just absolutely fucking slammed it. That was awesome. So I needed to like throw a little less good now, honestly. I'm calling that one too much. What if I just get rid of one of my weight pieces? Yeah, because if I could do that but not just slam it out of the park, then we're kind of cooking. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I've removed 2 of the ones from the weight now. Okay, now that has caused this to behave different. Can I fix that? Exactly, yeah, save the wood pieces. Actually, now I'm thinking about it, maybe in general a lighter weight is it was the right move from the start, because I don't necessarily want to throw the ball up the hill. I want to like pull the ball up the hill, right? So I want to swing something around behind it and then sort of gently pull it up the hill. Kind of. So if I can get down... Now the weight's going off too fast. It's too good now. If I can nail the part where it kind of just swings this behind the ball, we might have something. The problem is that the yellow is wanting to roll forward. Or roll backwards, and I want it to roll forward. Yeah, like that. Reach a little further, please? No? Okay. Oh, see, because this part's coming off the edge again. Grab it. Okay. Other than being a real mess, that was, that was something. So it swings down, it pulls the wheel up, but then it demolishes the ramp. If I add a floor to the ramp, does that help at all? I don't think it will, and it also uses an extra water, which I don't love. Yeah, no, it still just annihilates it. What? Okay, what if I get rid of another one of the weight? Like, can it get away with just like 2? Okay, that was not heavy enough to actually make it unfold. So I think we've reached maybe the minimum, unless... Yeah, tall ramp is also a good idea. Yeah, because I need a little bit more weight on there, so why not put an additional wheel on it? So shmove that one all the way up as high as it goes. Shmove that one as high as it'll go. So that'll weight max with the 2 wood rods I have. Shmove you over. Ramp. And then we'll need to adjust a bunch of stuff again, but there's a universe? Oh, maybe there's not a universe where this works, because Just the two rods does not appear to be heavy enough. Just the two rods with the wheels seems like it's not heavy enough to actually pull the car. Which is kind of an issue. It just gets stuck. That could be because this is lining up perfectly with this angle. So just to check that. Yeah, it pulls it, but like begrudgingly. That's fair, though. It doesn't want to, like, unfold correctly, you know? That was a good little pull, but I think it was too early. It's too good now. This is a problem because this unfolds wrong. Yeah, you get down there. Grab it. Grab it. What if you were like here? Oh, that really helps it schmoove. Wow. Right? It's just I just need it to grab the wheel and then like do a whole bunch of other stuff, but that's all we need, is it just needs to grab the wheel and then we're good. I'm moving this over to hope it doesn't like pop up into the air quite so much. No, it's still doing it. I'm gonna reload my last save here where we had too much. I think this one we still have the 5 weight piece weight. Yeah, where we just slam it. So let's get rid of 2 of these. Yeah, 2 was where it kind of broke down. So move that over. Still doesn't quite want to grab it. Move that down and that over to give it a little more room, and move this here. Okay, okay. You know, you see the idea? What if I make the ramp just like super tall, like this? That blocks the blue wheel, so that's a little too much. How about this? And then you do that. Oh, come on. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. What it needs is an unpowered wheel right here. Okay, the unpowered wheel, it didn't help. I do have a thought with the random unpowered wheel, and the thought is that when this comes and just blows everything off the table, if the wheel was still there, the red guy could hit this wheel, and that would be what knocks it into the goal. Maybe I could even get rid of the ramp if I really wheel max it. That did not work. That is not going to work because the wheel's too far away. So it needs to be like here or something. Or hit that such that it bounces back ways. So get rid of 2 of those. Extend that. Random wheel. More, yeah, that's exactly it. We need more wheels and we need less ramp. That's what's been holding us back. What if the ramp had a wheel? Oh, now we're cooking. That's a good ass ramp right there. I like the part how this just doesn't work at all anymore. Yeah, that's true. I could actually like put. Hey, that actually picked the wheel up. That was something. Yeah, I could hold the wheels in place. This one here, actually, the one here that it pivots on, if that didn't fall off the edge, it would almost work as for that to bank on, you know what I mean? Oh, get rid of that. I'm not convinced by the wheel on the ramp, to be honest. Although we have been getting the ball over more consistently with it, so you know, maybe there's something to it. Ooh, that was pretty good. That was actually relatively close as far as it goes. Grab it up and over. No, that was worse. So, like right here, this is pretty good because if that didn't collapse quite so much, the ball could have landed on it. What if I do this? It behaves completely different. All right, cool. What if I move you over? Oh, see, because it's getting pushed by the weight. Instead of ramp, hold a single blue wheel and water rod just above the angled... Okay, yeah, actually, that's I kind of see what you're going for there. Is get rid of these. That would be so sick if that worked. Like, I need to balance it better. And then I need to fix this so it actually grabs the wheel again. Because now that it doesn't have the ramp pushing against it, it doesn't work anymore. Why is this? I feel like that should be perfectly vertical, but I guess it isn't. Am I losing it? Why is this not balancing? Like, I feel like that's leaning to the right, even. Okay, well, fair enough. Okay, if my thing didn't just wallop the wheel there, I think that would have been something. Yeah, my stupid thing is taking out the wheel before the goal piece can take out the wheel. That's the only problem with this solution. What about that? Oh, see, that touched the my unfoldy piece, so it behaved different. What if I got rid of another weight? Oh, I got rid of too many of them. I put it back. So this is where we are having the issue with it not having enough juice to actually pull the thing over. Let me re-equip my extra wheel so it's a little heavier. And put those there. Now I gotta make this work again. This die? Oh, right. So that when it pulls it over, it doesn't do that, right? Let me go back to my too much build here. Get rid of those two. Get rid of two of those. And so we're thinking, like, have that really low. So that was a little too low. When the arm pulls it up and over, if this had stayed in place, that would have been amazing. Like, if it hadn't fallen off the edge. Or like if this was like a little shorter almost. Well, that's not going to work because it's messing with it, but like it'll give it yeah, exactly. It'll give it a little spot to rebound to, or rebound off of, I guess. What if I balance it right and then have it start like up here? Should move that over. Okay, once again, if I wasn't just walloping this away, because the problem I'm seeing is that even when I get the ball up to the goal, yeah, I could do that. Even when I get the ball up to the goal, there's nothing. I'm using the whole build area already, right? So there's nowhere that I can have the ramp or ball or whatever to rebound the goal piece. That would have worked if it was like this, I think. I don't like this because it wastes a ton of pieces, so we're going to fix that later, but... Why are you doing that? It's like so bouncy. Okay, no, that doesn't work because the arm hits it. Because this weight, like, sweeps all the way across. I guess I could put a piece like here and not interrupt anything. I'm not sure I understand. Yeah. So I'm just thinking out loud. I'm just thinking out loud. Is I sweep through so much of this area, I do see a potential. I see a potential. I don't have anything right here. So if I did something like this. Let me adjust that. Nothing uses that particular area. Let's fix that. Now, will this work? I don't think so. Oh, no, see, it does use that area because it's as on the downswing. Bring that up. So, like, this clears everything. Oh, but then it doesn't clear the thingy. Yeah, I'll go back to the unpowered wheels in a second. I'm just experimenting. This wheel comes up and just clobbers through right here. I think if I did that, none of this parts would hit it, but then it's not going to catch the ball anymore, right? Yeah. So it almost like it needs to be like here. No, we still hit it. Move that over. I think I might actually be using more water rods than I even have anyway at this point. I'm not convinced that there is a path that my arm doesn't swing through, that the goal piece does go through. Which I guess is a downside of building the arm in this particular way. Because, so any space in this area, the weight falls through, so I can't build here. Any space, so I have like a little sliver here, or I could have a piece that, you know, falls into place later. That one avoided all of my junk, but it also didn't catch the goal piece. So, you know, you win some, you lose some. And that one didn't avoid the junk. Hang on, I've got it. That'll do it. Yeah, like you see the thought is I'm trying to find the spot. That almost did do it, actually. That was kind of sick. Bring that down. Come on. Come on. Nope, now we wallop this away. That'd have been sick if that had worked, just adding a random wheel. If I can have it sort of fall back into place fast enough, it'll almost do something. Check that out. What if I do this? Yeah, it's a balancing act with the weights because I don't want so much. Yeah, exactly. I don't want so much weight that I do this. This is I've got 3 weights, I think. Yeah, I could go down to 2. This is 3 at the moment. And so the benefit of 2 is that I can put the wheel on one of them, and that's funny. So I think that's a pretty good benefit. But the downside is that I have to then rebuild everything. Or not everything, but like, you know, just recombobulate a few of the pieces. I'm not sure I understand the question. The goal okay, the problem I have with my design is that when I'm able to pull it, when I'm able to pull the goal ball, I pull it too hard. You know? Okay, so you both have said to have the blue wheel sit on a rod. And I have done this. And I like it. But when the arm hits the wheel, like, okay, you know, this piece is this long, right? So when this rotates down, I did not mean to place the second one. When this rotates down, it just falls off. And so I don't see how to make that useful. If the wheel was maybe this tall, so it would rotate down and land right here, I do see how that would be useful. But it doesn't do that. I guess I could also see it being useful if it was here, it rotated down and this went this way at the same time. Oh wait, so like this. Or like angled the other way. Because I can't angle it very far this way. I can angle it really far this way. But I don't... Again, it's like with that one level in FC2. I don't see how that's helpful. You know what I mean? I'm sure it is. But I don't see why it would be. So, in my head, the way to get the goal ball to come up here and then go to the right would be to squeeze in a ramp somewhere that's going to catch the goal ball but not the arm. Because this just blows the arm away. And I guess that is a problem of the design being very brute force. I have this problem a lot when I make this kind of thing. Ooh, that was kind of sick how the yellow flipped around. Okay, I see that true. Is that it can sort of take more of an impact. Oh, I see your thought as well is something like almost like a triangle shape, right? Let me play with that idea a little bit. Because it could be, I mean, obviously this isn't going to do anything. But like, sorry, I was complaining. I have a similar problem a lot whenever doing something that involves doing something on one side and then sending a big weight down the other side to pull it over is like, you know, I've done this and now the big weight causes my piece to go really fast and I can't catch it anymore. I'm not so good at the part where you catch it and then do something useful with it. You know what this needs? That doesn't do anything. Yeah, that's true too, because there is, right now it's a 3 brown rod plus 1 wheel weight. Yeah, and like you're saying, the harder I pull on it is not really helping me. Because it just makes it swing really hard, right? And it doesn't need to swing hard. I really like this. It just needs to... Okay, that didn't help. It just needs to pull it enough to, you know, to pull the piece back up, right? That's fun. I feel like I might could get this to work, but it's gonna waste like a lot of my water rods, so I don't love it. Oh, that's gonna be in the way, yeah. Drop that down. It grabs it. No, that didn't help at all. Part of why I'm having such a hard time with this is because I'm just not very good. And part of why I'm having such a hard time is that I don't want to throw 100,000 pieces everywhere. You know what I mean? So when I add the extra, when I do this way instead, it's a little harder to get this to swing just right. Get rid of this for a second. I feel like I need more time for this to get into position. Yeah, even then, not really. Yeah, the fine tuning. But yeah, I feel like part of the trouble I'm having is just like not being that good at the game. But I feel like part of the trouble is specifically, you know, trying not to use too many of pieces, right? This one could be wood. Well, I mean, which obviously that is part of the challenge, and it's a very fun part of the challenge. I just don't want to look like too much of a dumbass, right? Like I'm okay with being a little bit, because I know I have not been playing this game as long, right, as you guys have. But I could throw 100,000 pieces at this level. I could beat it for sure. But it's a question of beating it in a way that's not the worst thing ever. Hey, that was not bad. If I can get this to swing and grab it, we could have, I mean, we would be back to square one in terms of I don't have anything to bump the ball back ways. That was pretty good. But we would have, yeah, I really like it because it's very different from how I usually play this, which is I beat the level and then I'm happy, right? Like that's all you gotta do. So I really like the efficiency angle. You go over there, you go over here. Thank you. Yeah, but a lot of the previous ones I felt very good about. This one in particular is definitely given me a challenge. Yeah, so even if this does work, we're back at square one in terms of I don't have anything to knock the ball back ways into the goal. But what we do have going for us is that it would be a less sudden or less heavy, right? Like it wouldn't be pulling it as hard. That's true too. I'm having a little bit of trouble getting another problem I have with the wheel weights is that they take up more space because of the wheel on the end. Also, a lot of what I'm saying is just sort of me thinking out loud, right? Like it's not meant to be me like bitching or anything. I'm having a problem with the wheel weights where they have trouble or they take up more space, so it's harder to make my arm such that it unfolds correctly in the limited space. That almost grabbed it. If I can make that a little longer, I think it'd grab it. But that touched it but knocked it away. That also touched it and knocked it away. It's tricky because I need it to swing over and grab it while it still has a little bit of like air time almost. But it looks like the yellow wheel likes to fall to the left. Come on, get down there. That was okay. That was almost a perfect grab there. If I just make that a little longer. Yes. No. And then that's going to be a really good yank if I just get this grab. Let's get this grab. Okay, grab. That was pretty sick. That was pretty sick right there. It's still a bit jerky, honestly, because there's still that whip around on the yellow. Let's call that A. But yeah, I think this is a really good pull. Now, unpowered wheel, save me. Save me, unpowered wheel. Oh, it didn't quite save me there, but it did prevent a lot of the whip around. I think we've got it. What's up? Assuming I have enough water rods to run this, I think whatever I come up with here, like as soon as it solves, I think we send it. I'm surprised that this wheel hitting this one doesn't break anything. Oh, I say that now, it did break anything. Is the blue wheel on the grabber not useless? So the reason the blue wheel's there is to make it unfold correctly. See, without it, it doesn't unfold right. So it does need to be there. What it's doing, God only knows. But, oh, did I have it? But I do need the blue wheel on the grabber still. I feel like this is gonna do it. It's just gotta hit the grabber in just the right way. That's true, actually. Is like something like. Hang on, perfect crime. No, that didn't work at all. No, it doesn't work. What I'm worried about with a stick on the floor, in addition to using an additional piece. Okay, no, it does still work. That's interesting how that landed there. I feel like I can get it. I feel like I can get this to unfold just right and do it. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think if I put just like a piece just like this on the ground, just in the right spot, it would kick over and land on. That was almost it. That was almost it right there. Yeah, I think it's really funny how what I have built is just like a machine that collapses, and it has to collapse in a very specific way. That was really good what it just did there. The ball landed with like no speed. Oh, come on. That was pretty good. But yeah, it's a machine that is built to just fall apart. But fall apart in just such a specific way. And I think that's really funny. While I was setting up, I saw that there was someone else in the Fantastic Contraption category, so I checked them out a little bit. That was pretty fun. And they showed off a couple designs they had where they were all that kind of thing where it looks like the design is just going to fall apart, and then it just solves the level somehow anyway. I think those are great. I got my dad to play this game, and he made a bunch of those also, where it's like there's not a chance that's going to do anything, and then he plays it, and it all just collapses in just the perfect way. That's true. Yeah, you get that. Every unconnected design is by definition just going to collapse on itself. Some of those things are wildly impressive. Like how in the world did you get this collapsing junk to solve this level? It's so cool. That's too high. I gotta get this just right. So what you're saying is I gotta get rid of one of these wheels. No, I'm thinking that if I can get this to solve, then I'm sending it and we're going to the next level. And we're gonna see, we're just gonna deal with whatever I end up with, you know? This is not bad. It's what, like 5 blue rods? 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it's 5 blue rods, 3 browns, 4 wheels, 1 yellow. I'll try. We had it. It was. I had an angle that was really good for a little bit there, and I seem to have kind of lost it. That was. How did that do that? What do you tell me? What just happened here? Why does it do this? Interesting. That's really cool. If we managed to use the same set of pieces, that's really cool. The whip around there served to just knock the ball away as hard as it could. Ooh! Oh, look at that. It's so close to going the right direction. Let me save that one as because that was pretty. Let's see that again. That's so close to doing what I wanted to do. Move this just like a pixel. There. I needed to do that, but like not quite as much. No, that did it a little bit more. Come on, you can do it. No, that was worse. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's just how did it? Oh, come on. That's the same. That's the same. That's gonna be it. Is it's gonna bounce off of the yellow wheel as it whips around. I think that's gonna be how this does it. Maybe if I can get it to bounce off the blue wheel instead of off the yellow. That was actually kind of close to bouncing off the blue wheel. Because I think it might be getting just enough, like, rotation off the yellow is why it's just moving at such a slow speed. Oh, come on. No, that was worse. Put it back. Put it back. There. Nope, that was also not as good. Put it back. So how have y'all been? I will say, oh, come on! I'm sure you've noticed I've been trying to make a World of Goo themed level every day for the daily bot thing. And I think I am going to have to take a break from doing that because that's taking a lot of my time every day to keep making the levels. But I hope you enjoyed them. Hope you enjoyed the ones I was doing. I still have a bunch of World of Goo songs I could do. It's just a matter of like, this is taking a lot of time to make them. Thank you. There was the one a while ago, Regurgitation Pumping Station. That's the one that had there was the 4 red balls and the 4 dynamic orange balls. And it had a little like pipe maze you had to pump them through. Yeah, that's fair. Like I said, I'm going to need to take a break now because it's just taking a little bit too much of my time every day. And I was really surprised that that level seemed to be relatively hard. Yeah. Because I thought that there have been like way harder ones, but I liked that one. One I really liked was Red Carpet Extendo-Matic. I don't think it was the... Oh, we got it! We got it! I don't think it was the best level of all time, but I was trying to recreate a World of Goo level, which made me happy. So I really like Red Carpet Extendo-Matic. Let's go! Thank you. Well, we gotta save this. IGCD, save online, bam. I am gonna go to the bathroom again. Watch this again for me, I'll be right back. As much as I would love to cut a piece, I think this is a work of art. Yeah, we can just stick a few more around. I'm sure that'll be fine. Yeah. I do wish you could make level names a little bit longer, because most of my level names are too long and they don't fit, and I have to give them weird acronyms instead. But I guess there is a reason that you know, they didn't really expect anyone to want to name it something like, what? Rejuvenation, Revitalization, Reincorporation, Rebirth. Or Happy New Year TM brought to you by Product Z. Haven't used that one yet. Okay, so how much did I spend on this one? Let's see. We have got 4 of the blue wheels. We've got 1 yellow wheel. Let's see. 1, 2, 3 brown rods. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blue rods. Just sanity check me there. I've been staring at this for a while. Does that sound right? 1 yellow, 4 unpowered wheels, 5 water rods. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 brown rods. I think that's right. So that is gonna get a let's go. There we go. All right, and for the final non-bonus level. Ooh. The Master of Unpowered Wheels. Okay, this is interesting. This is interesting. So, what I'm seeing is... Oh yeah, let's make sure that the total's 13. That's a good... Oh, I've hidden the scorecard from you. There you go. 5 and 4 is 9, 10, 13. Yep, we're all set. We're all set. What I'm seeing here is that step 1, I need to make some kind of spinning arm thing to come around here and poke this guy. And then it's going to roll all the way down here. I need to catch it here somehow, so it goes the other way. And then I need to make a second rotating arm thing, or a little car. I could do a little car, but something that's going to, put a little ramp here for it to go up. Okay, we can work with that. So as for this, I'm kind of thinking something like this. Okay, that doesn't work, but like, that would fall off though. It kind of needs to be the other way around, almost. Like, but no, then it would go here. This is brainstorming still. Something like this, where it would stop like this. But of course, that wouldn't stop like that. Alternatively, let me just check something. Is there an edge on that lowest stick there? I also overcomplicate things really bad sometimes. That's completely fair. Ooh, what if I had a little ramp like that falls over on itself, basically, like my my car design from before, but different. So so we have that. There she goes. Actually, switch these. And then that'll fall face forward. There. Okay. The one thing I don't like about this is I don't see this giving it a lot of juice. Does it still make it if I take off the front wheel? But yeah, I'm really glad that you, I also really liked the level, World of Goo Organization's final product. That was the one where I had the, like, big pit and the bar across the top, and you had to, like, go make a winch or a catapult or something. That one had almost nothing to do with the song, other than I just felt like the name fit the vibes. Like, I had two kind of thoughts I would do. Where one is like, I want this song to just, I want the name to match like the vibes of the level, and the other one's like, I want the name to like specifically match like the level that it plays on or whatever. I like that one. It's almost like it needs an unpowered wheel here to like give enough juice to kind of roll over. Yeah, like that. I feel like it could use a better slope angle though. Okay, that one, it really rolled on me there. I think this is a concept. I'm not sure it's the concept, but I think we got something. Also, how are my pieces looking? 5 yellows, 4 pinks, 6 unpowereds, 10 and 13. That's workable. We can work with that. So I want to hit this guy. And I have a lot of yellows left, but those rotate the wrong way. I could do this kind of thing. Ah, but he falls down. Go ahead and support that. Does it have enough juice to really fling that? Almost. Make that really short. Ooh, that almost worked. It just loses a little too much on the fling. What if this was 1 piece instead of 2? Would that work better? No, it works worse. Okay. What if this was longer? And then this was shorter correspondingly? That also doesn't work. If I connect that. I always have this problem trying to make like inertia-based things, is that like the sticks don't feel like they quite have enough inertia, you know? Hey, okay. That works, kind of. I mean, it's gonna take forever, but it started moving. Okay, a little more juice on it. I'm not sure this is actually going to make it to the ramp. It did not make it to the ramp. Okay, I see the problem. Let me save this as slap. And then I'm going to twiddle with this a little bit to see if I can make it go faster. But I don't want to lose it in case I can't. That doesn't reach. That doesn't reach. I feel like that's about the same. Thank you. I would really like it if this wheel would hit this ramp with enough juice to at least potentially... See, okay, that was good and then it rolled way too far away. With enough juice to at least what if I just... The reason I have this wheel here is to add more weight to that side. What if I do that to keep it from spinning? Then it doesn't get over at all. I do think this is a little bit faster. I think I'm not going to twiddle with it too much past that. Connect that. And then connect this, maybe? I really want this to land in such a position that the ball will hit it, roll down, and have enough juice left to make it up another ramp over here. Now, you know, you might be asking, how does the ramp get over there? I don't know yet. But like, if it was over there, I wanted to be able to make it up the ramp, you know? That's not a bad roll that it got. I just wish it wouldn't go quite so far. Because if I can get this to collapse way closer to the edge, it'll get more. It'll you know, it'll go down the ramp better. I'm also kind of thinking, like, how do I get something down here as a ramp? You know, that is a question. Yeah, exactly. Sometimes I load up a level and like I don't even see the path, right? Like, you know, you look at the goal piece and go, how's that going to get to the goal? I have no idea. This one, I see what the path is. I just haven't quite worked out exactly how we're going to make it follow the path. That could be good. That could be a good drop there. Alright, there it goes. Honestly, it's still going too far. I'm trying to think if there's like another way I ought to be doing this, you know? I could have something wheel out an extra little ramp here. Another option would be to... Right, exactly. And I've done this before, like build a little vehicle that the ball would land in and activate, basically. I'm gonna save this as ah. So something like, I'm sure you've seen this before, but you know, something like this, right? And then when the ball falls in there, it activates it and it starts driving. So I'm trying to think if there's a way I could use that. So it'd be something like, have a lot of gears in it. But it'd be something like have this. Yeah, I use that to beat my level cog in the machine. To time pieces. That was a really timing based level. I basically built it as an excuse to do that. So like it would roll over onto the wheel. So I'm trying to think of a way to have it so that the ball will land here and then start acting like a gear and powering like something else. Like something like this. Although I guess that would have the ball, it would go the wrong way, wouldn't it? Also, that's like a mile away, so it's not quite what I wanted. Like this really needs to drop just like right here, or the ball's not going to make it to it. But like you see the sort of concept. Thank you, yeah. Okay, so this is a great ramp, I think. I think it's going to get a lot of speed off of this. So maybe we just go back to plan A with the ramp and just do that. I'm wondering if I could kind of squeeze the ramp around like through there. Actually, that didn't get that much juice on it. I thought it would do a lot better. So how do I make a delayed cart that drives over here and then delays, you know? Because so the ball comes here, would land about here. So I would like to have over there, ideally, would be something like... something like this almost. Although that front leg is going to be way too far forward. So if this car was here, then it could catch the ball would act like a gear and would rotate that front leg, and it would drive forward until here, and that would win. So the question becomes, how do I get this thing into position there? Can I just push it? Also, is that going to interact with this? That doesn't, but this could. This is not strong enough to push my big dumb car. Interesting. You see kind of the concept. You know, there's a vision here. The question is if it's a good vision or not, and also if I have enough pieces to actually like run this. That's a separate issue. There it goes. Okay, so it did completely fall over on itself. So that's not quite what I wanted it to do. Does that mean I need to build it upside down? Because I certainly could do that. Although, actually, no, I can't, because the way I've built it... It's almost like the bottom needs to also have... like, I need to build it sideways, almost. Like, this goes here. This goes here. This goes here. That goes up there. Connect everything together. Does this fit here? That'll be about right. A wheel here to push this sucker over. I'm sure I don't have this many water rods left, so some of these are going to have to give, but we'll figure that out later. And connect those around. Okay, so one of those pink wheels has hit the slapper, so we need to not do that. Okay. So if this just kind of happens to land in exactly the right spot... okay, it actually did get really close to the right spot, but then the little car continued to push it. So that was almost what I wanted it to do. Okay, so it has a... we know that it's tall enough because it put the pink wheel in the goal. It just it needs to just not do that quite so aggressively. How about this? And then, of course, like I said, I need to find these pieces in the budget somehow, which is also going to be a challenge. But maybe we can get there. Come on, keep going. That's true, that's true. I am kind of needlessly building two. In theory, after the topple, this should... okay, if I connect this to this wheel, this should not be on the ground anymore after it falls over. I am surprised that did work. Right, like this? Okay, yeah, swing into place. Come on. You can do it. But yeah, good shout with saving pieces with just one car. If this was a little further to the right, that actually would have, like, that would have won, I think. Let's save that as ah. How do I make it fall not as far? Right? Oh, that was cooking. That was cooking. Let me just move this a little more. So I'm moving it a little further forward, with the thought being that it will stop contacting the ground sooner, and so that'll make it drop sooner. Oh, we got a really crazy. Sorry, I stumbled there. These aren't connected as much as I expect them to be. I don't think I have this many blue rods in the budget, though, so we'll have to do something with that. That doesn't work because it doesn't give these enough room to... Let me cook a little bit. Because I feel like this is not the worst design I've ever made. To where? So this isn't going to work because that's too far over still. I was having better luck with this. One on top of each other. What benefit do I get? Like, I could do this. That just made it go really fast. Goodness. Also, what kind of pieces do I have left anyway? 5 yellows, I'm using 2. 4 pinks, I'm using 1. 6 unpowereds, I'm using that many. 10 blues, I think I have probably 20 blues, so that's a trick. But so I'll need to swap a bunch of them for wood. We can do that. Probably. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's so 6 of my 10 waters are just being used in this mess, which I definitely think is not great. I could probably replace this bottom one with a wood. Also, this car no longer clears. Let me do that. This will probably break something. Also, do I need the bottom one at all? I do. Can I... Haha, no I don't. Okay, so there we go. That saves a piece. It does roll slower now, though. I feel like this is workable, though. I do kind of like that. That is pretty cool. So what if I connect the pink wheel with a wood rod, and let's also make these 2 wood, just to save some materials. All right, I'll keep working on this. That's going a lot faster now. It falls over. Oh, we got a crazy wheelie though. It's too heavy. Okay. No, that was way worse. That was worse. Oh no, I've broken the slapper. Emergency. Okay, that was a good slap. That gets it a decent amount of juice there. I like that. Now here goes this mess. I need you to not pop a sick wheelie. Keep sliding backwards a little bit if you can. So let's see. Water rods I've used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's got to be water. 6, 8, 9, 10. I'm using all 10 with this design. So if it works, we're good. Also, I guess technically that... No, I don't think that can be wood because then the wheel won't... If I get them close enough together, it could be. And then move that back down and then move that up. I don't want it popping that wheelie, so I want the far side to be as heavy as possible. I think that wood rod there is going to break it. Okay, so it just kept on rolling that time. I needed to roll to the edge and then drop. Also, why is it so wobbly now? That's not bad. I don't think I have enough to... Oh, that might work. If that was going just a little faster... So that was a dumb idea. I wanted to see if I could like get a wheel such that basically have this so that it lands on a perfectly timed wheel. I don't think that's an idea that is going to work. But I do have 6 of the unconnected wheels, so... So there goes that. That's going too fast, actually. That's slow. It's still too fast, though. And also that's made this roll completely differently, so... Perhaps this is just a bad idea from the start. I guess, yeah, it makes sense that having random junk roll down my little car would affect the way the little car drives. I guess that tracks. That is not moving at all. That's rolling very slowly, but not slowly enough. That might... If this wheel wasn't there, that would work. But I think because the wheel is there, it's not going to. Oh, maybe? Maybe? Come on. No. Not bad, though. Let me see if this is ah. If I can make the slapper hit a little harder, then we'd have enough juice to actually pull this thing off. I can't tell if that's more or less or the same. Let's run it. Oop. I nearly spilled my water there. Impossible water challenges daily. Keep going. Okay, and it kind of swung... No, I think it's going to swing away. Yeah. Make that smaller so it... No, now it doesn't... it did touch it. Thank you. Yeah, if I can get the wheel, that was decent. If I can get this to move just a little faster, or I guess, or adjust how this lands, but because it's landing pretty good, I kind of don't want to mess with it. But that does mean that the wheel needs more juice to it. Oh, come on, land. So yeah, I think if I can get the slapper slapping harder... That was decent. That didn't touch it. That didn't touch it. That didn't clear. Ooh! I feel like that was good. I feel like that was a really good slap. Come on, send it. Come on. Now roll this way as it gets close. It's not quite doing it, is it? True, true. Let me save this as ah. Let's see if we can get like a really good, because it already is kind of pushing. Let's see if we can get a really, really good push from it. That was good. And then it gets a little bit more juice from falling off of this. Okay. So either I need to hit it even harder or adjust how this lands or something. Let's... I'm just going to move that wheel and just kind of... I want to see if I can get this to land a little bit sooner. Because between that and the much better slap, I think we're in business. I think that landed a little further away. Oh, it rolled back, though. Come on, roll back. Roll back. That was close. That was close. That it almost pulled it off there. So that was with... Let me just adjust that at random. Also, are these positioned optimally? That might just do it. Move the slapper foundation to jam itself between the top corner. Oh yeah, I see what you mean, because I have... The reason that this is built like... And this is not that your idea is bad, this is just why I have it like this. Is because when I had it all the way in the top corner, that rod would hit that block too early and it wouldn't swing around. That is a good shout though, for sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think I'm using exactly 10 blue rods, and I have 10 left though, so that's kind of fine. That is so close to working. If I just give it a little bit of a better slap. Because I have 10 blues, and there's 5 in the slapper, and there's 5 in this mess. So I think we get away with it, and it just means I don't have any blues for the bonus level. I'm sure I don't need them anyway. No, I think that was a worse slap. If I make the... So one thing I noticed is that it smacks on the floor as it goes around. That was a good swing, but it kind of not a good slap. You know what I mean? That was a terrible slap. Like, that was impressive how bad that was. That didn't go around all the way. Hey! I've been trying to play with either getting a really good slap. I'm doing well. If I can get either a really good slap that puts a lot of juice into it, or get this thing to land slightly closer to the right, I think we have it. I've got 10 water rods in this exactly, which is just how many I have left, so that's okay. We can work with that. I also toyed with trying to place down like 2 extra balls. That didn't work. But place down 2 extra unpowered balls to... basically, if I can have these roll slowly enough, then the goal ball would land on one of them 2 and get a boost, right? But trying to line that up is impossible. I think this is not the best slap I've had. I think I had a better one. I have a couple of wood rods left, yeah. Because I've got, what is it, like 13 woods, and I'm using 4, 1 in the slapper, 3 in this mess. Yeah, let's try to make the this mess work. I do need a better slap though. I had a really good one, and I started trying to mess with it, and I think that was a mistake messing with it because now it's worse again. I think I have it saved somewhere though. Let's go. Let's back up to that. Yeah, that's a good slap right there. So let's run with that. Put 2 wheels. The other thing is that the wheels do... Yeah, we're going back to the better slapper. The wheels do kind of affect how the cart lands. This one looks like it did about the same. So this wheel was just a little bit too... But you see, like, look how far away the cart went this time. Like, that's way further away. And obviously that's because having the wheels land on it affects how it schmoves. I can put 1 wheel here, and it doesn't get hit by the slapper. But I can't put both, because then they do get hit by the slapper. I mean, I could do that. But I don't think that helps in any way. It was kind of sick. That did get this one moving. Can I just a little more? Oh, syncing these up is going to be a nightmare, but that'd be so sick. Oh, that made it go the other way. Oh, it got hit by the slapper that time. The thing is, as well, with the syncing them, is I don't really know in what ways they need to move. Yeah, it takes a really wide angle. I don't really know in what ways they need to move in order to sync better. That looks kind of good. That kind of looks good. No, I think the red's slightly too fast. In theory, I could make the slapper a little bit worse, and then they would sync up. Let me see where the cart lands off of this. Because if the cart lands, 10 miles off to the left, then no point. Yeah, see, like it did an extra roll and like kept going further. So now it's like a mile away. Why did it do that? I think I could move one of these two rods. Yeah, so if I move this one here, maybe? Right, yeah. To be optimal, it has to be a little bit worse. That's the problem. I don't want it to do that extra... Look, now it's just going a mile away again. So, get rid of that. I can't put one there. Now I can, but that's going to affect how the wheels roll. Weird thing is, slap her arm on the other side of the wheel and see if you can tweak it to balance the arm instead of swinging. That's a really interesting idea. I don't know if I'm ready to commit to it, but that's a really neat idea. Let me try the make the slapper a little bit worse tactic so that the wheel lines up with this ball, and see if that maybe gives this enough juice to just make the jump all the way over to there. But I kind of think that's asking a little bit too much. That was really close. That was my favorite song on the whole soundtrack, by the way, that we just got to hear. So that was nice. That was Just Another Bit of Filth. And I did make a level based on Just Another Bit of Filth. But I made it before we started doing the daily challenges. So, since it had already been published, I didn't want to submit it as a daily level. It's also, I thought, a little bit hard. It's a little bit involved for a daily. Thank you so much for coming by. And thank you for putting the challenge together, because I've had a lot of fun doing this. Have a good one. And again, thank you for getting this set up. I'll give a try to the bonus, but I'm going to have no water rods left, so I'm not sure how much I'm going to be able to get done on it. But yeah, have a good one. Thanks for coming by. That was a little... I made the slapper too bad there. It's a tricky balance. I have to make the slapper just bad enough. Not too bad, not too good. It's got to be just right. That was a little too bad. That's too bad. That didn't touch the ball at all. That's not... It needs to slap it a little harder. That didn't touch it at all. Yeah, that did not give it time to... I'm wondering if I start it lower, because it hits the floor. And if I start it down there, it doesn't hit the floor. But it also has, it looks like it's got a bit less juice to it. So that slaps it like really bad. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's getting a really, really, really slow slap. Oh, that was a fast, that one went pretty fast. That wasn't bad. That kind of looks right. I think blue might, that might work. Blue might be slightly too fast. Okay, we hit it. We hit it. That was pretty sick. Okay. So how do I make sure that it actually catches it? Oh, the problem is I can't adjust the cart because then it adjusts how the wheels fall. So that kind of sucks. That's a good cart position. Oh, look at that. The cart rolled right underneath the zone there. Wheel in the cart. Now the one question is this wheel going to get in the way of reaching the goal? Let's go. It just barely sort of squeezed its way in there. All right. So the question is, how many pieces did I use in this abomination? Thank you. So, by my count, let's see. We have, in the slapper, there's 5 water rods. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then in the cart, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I see 10 water rods total. In the slapper has 1 yellow and the car has 1 yellow, so that'll be 2 yellows. There's 1 pink. I used, that was 5 unconnected wheels, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I used 5 of them. That's the wrong button. 5 wheels. And I used 1 wood rod in the slapper and 4 in the cart. That's going to be... There is my total. Let's watch that again, because that was sick. I like how it did not... The 2 unpowered wheels are essential to the solution, but not in the way that I thought they'd be. Just like, having them there causes the cart to do exactly what I want it to do. But the wheels don't like help in any meaningful way. They're just kind of there. I think that's great. I'm a big fan of that. Let me make sure I've saved that. I do want to know if it works without the wheels. I bet it doesn't, but I'm curious. No, look, it just rolls a mile away without the wheels. So the wheels are essential to the build, which is awesome. Did I publish everything? I didn't publish this one, so we'll publish that. And I've saved that one twice. Let's watch this again. It's really convenient that the first blue wheel doesn't land inside the thing and cause the cart to start going. Like, that just really worked out perfectly. Nice. So we're going to say... This one gets all caps. It's suggesting Yahoo, but I'm going with yeah. Nice. So I did get sent the bonus level to try. So let's load that up and just see what we got. Okay, so immediately I need to put this back up. I've got 9 wood and no water, which is interesting. It looks like I want to make like a catapult. Throw something really hard at this and have it just kind of like throw something really hard here and then do you know what I mean? So I've got 9 wood to play with. I guess this ball can be the catapult fulcrum. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then there's 9. That looks like a pretty weak throw. I'm not convinced that that's going to do much. What about over here? That looked better. Let's try that. My last unconnected wheel, go. Actually, I need to put that lower. A little higher than that. There is also the option of trying to use one of the dynamic objects. Yeah, that didn't get nearly high enough. Trying to use one of the dynamic objects to activate the catapult instead. That was a good throw. That's workable. We can work with that. That has a good pop to it at the end there. Ooh, ooh. Okay, she missed, but that's fine. The one thing is, I kind of think that the angle we want might be blocked by this green thing. But maybe there's an angle I can hit. Ooh, off the rebound is pretty sick. Up, hit it. Okay, that, but better. That's the plan. Like, instead of kind of hitting it up and over, like, just hit it dead on. Hitting it after a rebound would be pretty good, I think. That's not quite enough. We do need to hit it really hard, though, so I'm not convinced that... I'm not convinced I've got enough juice with just the 8 rods to do it. If I make this shorter, that does throw it harder. Let's try that. If I make this even shorter, could I have it get the really hard throw without hitting the green guy? Yes, I think we're cooking. So move that around. Not quite. Ooh, that was pretty good. Up a little more. That was pretty good. Make this shorter again. Okay, that's working, so keep doing it. Ooh, that was awesome. Okay, little more. If I could get the red to kind of skip off that first green, that might help. Oh, ooh, come on. That was pretty good. I'm saving that. That was. I'm happy with that. Okay, so we can definitely get this. I think. Just move that over a little. Throw, hit, skip off. If I can hit it just the right angle and give the red a little bit of gumption, and have it sort of skim off the orange. Yeah, see? There. Oh, actually, I skimmed it too good that time. We need to be a little less good. Not that less good. That was just bad, actually. Nope, still bad. I can move... Oh, I can... Now that the stick's shorter, I can move that down a bit and then make this longer so there's more weight, so it'll throw a little harder. I don't know that throwing harder is actually the problem at this point, because we had it get past the goal. So I know I can throw hard enough. A little shorter again. Adjust the ball. Though I missed. Though I missed. I think there's a perfect angle that's gonna get it. What about, like, something like this? I think that's worse. That looked worse to me. It's still throwing it good, though. So maybe there. A little more up. Is that hitting the orange? No, but that is definitely throwing with less force behind it. Okay, good throw. Just adjust the aim a little bit. Doot, doot, doot. Yeah, see that was too good. I want to do that, but like slightly worse. Up a little. Down a little. Down a little more. That was pretty good. Maybe a little more. More than that. I did that too much for sure. Nope, nope, nope. Back up. Let's zoom in a little. There we go. Good hit. Ooh, I kind of like that, how it banked off of the edge of the green there. Something like this, maybe? Like a sharper angle? I'm not quite sure what angle it needs. Because I want to hit this and have it like kind of skip across these, but like slowly, almost? Or maybe skip straight off of this, just go in. I could see an arc where it does that. Not enough juice on that. That's not good. A little more to the right. A little more than that. That was a good hit. Ooh. Okay, that was incredible. That was really, really, really good. So I'm just gonna like kind of, I've saved that. We're gonna just like move this like a couple pixels and then zoom back out. Oh, come on, come on. There we go. So we're calling that IGCD bonus. So publish that. Publish both of these, why not? So that was all 9 of my remaining wood rods. I did have 9. And my 1 remaining blue wheel. Let's see that again. Nice. So that's the end of the challenge. That was a lot of fun, and I really enjoyed it. And thank you again to Mark for putting that together for me to do. Like with the spreadsheet and stuff. That was really handy. Thank you. And thank you as well for coming by and suggesting adding more unpowered wheels to the solves, because hey, sometimes that's just what it needs, right? That was a lot of fun. I love how slow this is. It's like, yeah, we know it's gonna go in, but you gotta sit here watching it. This is great. But yeah, yeah, thanks so much for coming by. And what I've been usually do on the streams lately, I've been working through a really, really old Minecraft map, but trying to play it without jumping. So if you want to come back next week, that's what you got to look forward to. But yeah, thanks so much for coming by, and have a good one. Have an Impossible Game Challenges day, daily.